All right. A story out of Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Memphis. Um, be careful who you do business with, even if it's someone you grew up with. Let's get into it.
A Memphis hairstylist attacked in her home after a client refused to pay for her braids. 30-year-old Stephanie Samuels is behind bars facing several charges, including aggravated assault. Tonight, the stylist shares the injuries she suffered from the brutal attack and speaks only to Fox 13's Sierra Jordan.
Latasha Dickerson told me she spent 9.5 hours braiding a client's hair last weekend. Instead of the client paying $200, she physically attacked the hairstylist, leaving.
Hold up. She said 9.5 hours for doing hair. It was only going to charge her $200. Now seen stories. Women paying hundreds of dollars for to get their hair done, especially like them braids, like them micro braids. At least I can't remember three, four, $500 for like micro braids, and it'd be like two women on each side of somebody's hair getting it done. They in the chair all day. And you're talking 9.5. Let me look at something. Can I pull up a calculator right quick? Just real quick. So you're talking 200 divided by say 9.5, so 9.5. It's like $21 an hour. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it because you're talking about a skill set that everyone doesn't have. Because if the woman who bit her had the skill set, she would have done her own hair, I guess. But you can go to a fast food place or a restaurant, some places, and make $21 an hour. You can work in healthcare, like a CNA or a med aid, and make 20 some dollars an hour, patient care tech. So and that's something that everybody can do with very little training, if at all any. But you're talking about someone who's been doing hair for pretty much probably all their life, and they're only getting paid $21 for a skill. I don't think it's enough. But hell, she didn't even get the $200. Hold on, so let's break it down like this. 50 bucks is what she tried to give her, divided by 9.5 hours. That's like $5.26. That's way below minimum wage, man. That's illegal. But anyway, let's get into it.
A bite mark and bruises on her arm.
Please be careful who you let in your house.
Latasha Dickerson has been braiding hair for more than
Mm.
20 years. Dickerson told Fox 13 she offers on location services or has clients come to her home in North Memphis.
It's not about the money or the time. I just like making people.
I'm sorry, you've been doing this for 20 years, and this is one reason why a lot of people, and I did a video about black businesses and black customers and why there seems to be a lack of respect between the two. Because a lot of times our people feel that when we go see or patronize one of our own businesses, we need like deals, or we want like the perfect service, perfect product, no flaws, no anything. And then, but if there's ever one little old itsy bitsy teeny bit of something messes up or not right, then you want to act a fool, lash out, cuss them out, get over 'em. And it's not right. I understand. Let's say for a hairstylist or any black person in the hair business, it's an expensive business to get into on our end because you have let's say the Asian people, they have they had a monopoly on the market. I know there's a sister who had a beauty supply store not far from here in the next town over. And I would go in there and try to patronize it. But like her products might have been just a little bit more expensive than the Asians. But the Asians had like a big freaking supermarket, but they can ship the products in from their country. We don't have nowhere we can ship it from like that. We got to get it from them. So it's like third party, fourth party before the customer gets it. So whereas the sister probably, if I was getting like a little wave pomade or whatever, if the sister was selling it for $5 a bottle, $4.50, $5 a bottle. You go down to the Asian place, they could probably sell it for $3.50, $4 a bottle. But the sister probably can only get maybe a case of 8. Whereas the Asian people can get a case of 80 or 100, however many they need, and probably get them shipped in every week because they're going through it so fast, and so they make their money quicker. They can sell it cheaper, kind of like Walmart going against a mom and pop shop. Walmart can sell it for just a minimum, for a little bit less than a mom and pop shop can sell stuff because they can get it shipped in by bulk. Plus, they got other products that can offset the cost of one product. You see what I'm saying? So I can understand, like in this business, it's going to cost more. So that's why the $200 to do somebody's hair, to me, that seems very reasonable. Now, I don't know if she has them go pick up the hair or she gets the hair herself, but 9.5 hours, man, I'm charging at least 40. Let's say if I'm doing a freaking notary, like for a house refi, for a loan refi, it's at least $30 to $45. And if I do a notary period just to leave my house, I would charge people $40 just to walk out the house. So I can't. So like I say, you getting I felt yeah, she getting a deal. She getting a deal getting her hair done for just $200 an hour. $200. Now $200 an hour, that might seem more like it.
Feel good.
Dickerson says Stephanie Samuels has been a
Now
client
see,
for
I guess this is a mug shot, and so her hair is done. Hair done, clean. You know what I'm saying? Nice parts and everything.
17 years. Samuels came to her home. Dickerson says Stephanie Samuels has been a client for 17 years. Samuels came to her home to have small, extra long box braids done last month. This cell phone video shows how Samuels' hair came out after 9.5 hours of braiding. Dickerson says she charged Samuels $200.
She gave me $50 and said that's all she had right now. That was it. And then she was like, I can't give you nothing else. I got to pay my mortgage.
Dickerson says she was.
So you knew before you got there that you had to pay your mortgage. You knew you only had $50 to get a hair done. You took a friend of yours, kindness for weakness. This woman says she's been doing hair for 20 years and she's been doing your hair for 17 years. And this is how you patronize her business. She has to have been doing good work because you're still going there. And she probably said, well, since you've been a long time customer and we cool, been knowing each other for about 17, 20 years, I'll hook you up for $200. Probably said, I'll hook you up for $200, just, bring the hair, I'll do it for you. And that probably was the agreement.
Was at a loss for words, especially because Samuels is a childhood friend. She says she wanted to work out a payment plan, but the unthinkable happened. Police say Samuels bit Dickerson's right arm, pepper sprayed her, and
She have a broke skin. Dang.
pulled a box cutter on Dickerson while her children were in the Dickerson's right arm, pepper sprayed her, and pulled a box cutter on Dickerson while her children were in the home.
When she pepper sprayed me, I just started hollering because I just, just hit my head and I'm like, ah, and I just like this right here. And then that's when she started swinging back and just attacking me. I'm looking like, what is she doing? And she got me down and she started biting my arm, like her whole teeth prints is in my arm.
Dickerson says Samuels took the $50 and ran out.
When you're trying to help your community, people just.
What did she think was going to happen when she bit this woman, breaking skin, pepper sprayed her, then stole her money and took off running? She thought the woman wasn't going to say nothing? Did she think a businesswoman was not going to report that she just got robbed and assaulted? What kind of don't snitch code did she think her childhood friend was under? This is why you have to be careful who you do business with and where you do business with. If I was a man that's going to give advice, I would say never do business out of your home. This goes back to the like the street game. You'll never sell product at your mama house. Don't ever do all even at your own house. A lot of times people do at their own house and get kicked in, people rob you, they know where you at to set. But my thing is because because somebody you might know, like this young lady here, who knows, she might bring somebody that you don't know to the house. She might say, hey, I know somebody who want their hair done. You know what I'm saying? Can you do it? Whoop de whoop. Okay. And you be fool enough to let them come over. People scope out your house. That's what they're gonna do. Criminals, people gonna scope out, see what's in your house, see what they can get, and then try to get you. They may try to wait till you leave, but then sometimes people are desperate and be like, man, forget about it. We can go and hit them up now. And then they kick in your door and try to rob you. This girl here, from the jump, intentions were to rob this woman because she said, all I got is $50 and I have to pay my mortgage. You knew you had to pay your mortgage before you walked in this woman's house. Why you couldn't work out a deal before you went? You had no plans to work out no deal. You thought that she was going to just take the $50 and that was going to be okay. $50 is what? Is that how much the hair costs? So basically you thought she just going to do your hair for free. Now we haven't heard her side of the story, so I'm sure her side of the story going to be a little different, probably a lot different. But one, like I said, I would probably stop doing business out of my house if she could. Now she say she's been doing it for 20 years, so I'm sure she got a lot of clientele. You just may have to see who your true followers are and go get you a booth somewhere. Whether you can buy one or you can buy a shop or rent a booth. Hell, buy you a little shed, like a little Walgreen, what you call it, a Home Depot shed, and maybe do the hair, I don't know, back at your house. I don't know, but get a booth and have people come to a shop. I just don't trust people coming into my house. I don't trust family bringing people they know. I don't even trust family sometimes coming to your house because you just don't know. When I say family, I don't mean like close people. I mean like distant cousins, uncles, people that you probably seen every now and then, and they just family by name. Just can't trust everybody. Hell, neighbors can't trust some people stay in your own neighborhood coming into your house because you know these people. So I would say, like I say, get a place of business. I mean, you got to charge a little extra. I mean, it's what you do, and you just do hair like you just do hair there. Like I say, she's been doing it for 20 something years. She should have enough clientele to where she'll have enough people. She'll have enough people that'll come and patronize her. And even though if they had to pay a little extra, they had to understand.
Trying to take advantage of it. And when you trying to put good in your commercial, people don't care. And it's just like, she didn't have I'm sorry. She didn't have to do she didn't have to do it.
Dickerson says she was looking forward to using the money towards Christmas gifts for her children. She advises hairstylists to request a deposit and have clients pay upfront before starting the service.
And that's a great idea. And that was going to be a point I made too, because that's something I've heard people start doing. Like even in the shop, sometimes people come in, get their hair done, and run out, get their nails done, lashes done, and run out the store. And people are working to make money. Nobody is doing hair, nails, lashes, waxing for free. People are doing it to make money, to have a legitimate business, so they ain't got to be out here doing what you doing, robbing folk. And trying to take care of their families like you should be trying to do, and understanding that this is their livelihood. So respect it. So respect it. You wouldn't do it in the Asian shop because they probably lock the doors on you and beat you with a machete. But you do it to your sister, your girl that you knew for about 20 years. Most of y'all lives y'all known each other. And this is how, and this is what you do to it. Well, anyway, like I say, it's a sad story.
In Memphis, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.
And I hope this story helps her get more business. Then more people, say, hey, hey, this ain't right. And just hopefully people come and patronize her more, and hopefully clientele will grow, and then she can get her a booth or a shop and do her own thing. And if it's in Memphis, real estate Probably in some part of that town is probably reasonable. She could probably rent out a spot, like a whole, like a shop. Uh, probably can, I don't know, probably can buy a little real estate. But this is one of the things too, also business wise. Sometimes you gotta decide when you're gonna make a sacrifice for yourself, just so you can benefit people in the future. Now, she's talking about you want to use the money for Christmas gifts. From my standpoint, just being the age that I am and the way I see things now, she should probably take all the money she makes from doing her, the much as she can, and start saving it, put it aside into like a money market account, a money management account, I'm sorry, and or even investment, and put it in there so at least her money can grow pretty quick. And then over time, she gets enough money, make her pay off some debt and get her credit right, and then be able to put money down on a shop or somewhere where she can actually do her business away from her house. Cause that's another thing too. That's, doing business, doing work at home. It's, I don't know. I mean, I like do my little videos here. Like I said, I also do like say notaries and stuff like that, but it's not like my full-time job. But having your job where you live, number one, people know where you stay. Two, you can't get away from clients. If you do mess something up, they can come knocking at your door at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning saying something is wrong, and you have to fix it right then and there. Whereas if you have like a shop away from the house, no one knows where you live. If there's a problem, they call the problem, say, okay, look, I can take care of it tomorrow morning. But when you're doing it at home, you just open yourself up for these kind of problems. Anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share what the world is having intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those four things cost you nothing but maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you'd like to support financially, you can get super thanks, super chats, super stickers, and you can also go to the description box. There are links there you can click on to help us that way. Don't forget to go to marlonmorale.com where you can get 10% off your first purchase of all our luxury items. I promise you will not be disappointed. And also go to the shop button below and take advantage of our miniature beard kit sale. Sandalwood scented beard oil, balm, and wash sandalwood, clinically proven to help stimulate hair follicle growth. So if you're trying to get that beard, you can put on top of your head the sandalwood. It helps, like I say, grow hair follicles. So if you're trying to grow that beard to its full potential, why not use the best product on the market? And with that being said, I leave you.